What's going on? Making $133.44 trading the NASDAQ. Welcome on into the recap. This one was what could have been, man. What could have been. So we started this off with a loss on refresh. We started this off with a loss on the NASDAQ. We lost 146.28, and then I came back. It was the same trade pretty much. Just rebroke the level, and we made 279.72 with the potential for even more, honestly, because it went a lot more. But let's talk about this one. In reality, this should have been a $200+ trade, one shot, one deal done. It ended up being two trades because I got stopped out. Close call on this one. It was the matter of just moving my stop a little bit higher, like I tell you an inch higher, and it wouldn't have stopped me out. So sometimes it's how it goes. What are you going to do? So here it is. Here's the trade that I was looking at. I also think that I was a little antsy too. I had a sense for the day that I had like I would say a bearish bias, but the bearish bias was just based off the bigger time frame charts and everything. So that's why I had the bearish bias. But I had a sense that we had good downside potential today. So I wanted to make sure I got short if I could. If I got a setup. Now, what I saw first, this is on the $25,000 account on TradeLocker. We are currently at a balance of $26,092 active and live with an open position on Bitcoin right now. So I start at 25K and I got to get to 27K before I get to phase 2 and then blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So I got in right here on this little lower wick that broke. So technically I see a double bottom and then I see this candle. And so it looks like a good flag, but ideally I should have waited one more candle, a couple more minutes on the 5-minute chart. Shouldn't have been a big deal. That's what I should have done. What ended up happening was I put my stop loss right over the highs of these and I got filled right here on the short. And then it immediately bounced back up. I kid you not, to that exact stop loss that I had, like legitimately to the top of this wick right here where my stop loss was. We came to that exact spot, and there's a little bit of a spread too as well. I got stopped out, and then it proceeded to do nothing for the next 5 minutes, or actually just consolidate for 5 minutes, did not push up, and then broke. So now I was like, okay, let's make sure we don't miss the second time we play it. And usually, more often than not, the second time is the charm on trades where I'm a little antsy like that. And so I know I could have lost the second one. I totally could have. But in this case, it worked out. It was really off of the same idea. So it's kind of unfortunate that I didn't make more money on this trade because I had the stupid loss first. Had I just waited a few more minutes and had a one shot, or no, had I just had my stop loss been like literally like a centimeter higher, like right there above those wicks, I would have been fine. Wouldn't have gotten stopped out. Would have had a trade that would have made 250, 260, 270, whatever the number was. One shot, one deal, and that's it. But then, right, I don't think this way really, but I think it's interesting to talk about because usually this hasn't been happening as of late. But today was one of those just bleeder days where the market has said, screw it, we're going down and we're not coming back up. So we had a breakdown and then it was kind of slow. Another consolidation right here, breakdown again. That's where my take profit got hit. Cool, awesome, great, who cares? But then we kept going like all day, like legitimately all day. And look at how far down we were, like way down here, way down. So crazy move. Not that like you could scale out and play it that way. I just don't really scale out that much. It's not really a part of my strategy right now. I'm trying to test it here and there, but I just find that like I already have been operating pretty well with what I do. I just don't need to do that. And this is not a common day. Like we don't get this all the time. It's great. It looks beautiful, but like, I'll be honest, this happens a lot less often than I would like for me to be trading a scale out strategy, at least as of right now, per the way I do things. This is just me. I don't know. But if you do the math, that was about a 1.64 to 1 risk reward. Too low of day would have been about an 8 to 1, which is crazy. Like meaning risking 1 to make 8. So that's crazy shit. But awesome trade to the downside no matter either way. And I'm happy to be able to make money on it in the grand scheme. Could have made more. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it's okay. That's how you manage risk, right? Lose 146. Okay, no problem. We have a winner on the same setup. This time we make 279, made it back, and more. That's all you can ask for. There you guys have it. I'll leave a link to TradeZella like always below where I track all this stuff, and I will see you in the next recap. Peace.